Hello, welcome to the stream. Today I'll be playing Darfall from Square Knight, and joining me on the stream is Lukas, one of the developers. Hello, Lukas.
Hello everybody, thank you for having me.
We're actually playing exclusively today the prologue, right?
Yes, correctly.
Can you mention or just explain why is this like exclusive? What are we seeing that is extra to what is already available?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the prologue is planned to be released in a few months. So this will be a free edition before the early access. And the prologue will feature basically a new map, a new biome, where we basically set up the stage and set up the lore for the entire Darfall universe. So you will have this small cinematic, like what is happening, or why are the undead coming, and stuff like this.
So survival, here we have to start in this city, but in the demo it's like this one Grimweek, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So basically the prologue will tell you like what is happening, why we start in the Greymire prologue city, and then basically in the early access you will start again from the top. So this will be explained in the lore.
Okay. And now we have heroes to select here. Do you want to mention anything about the heroes here?
Well, basically in the prologue, the Axemaster will be the only hero you can play. In the demo you can play Archmage, but he has only 3 abilities. Here you can pick all 6 abilities, but 3 at once. But you can test out new abilities that are in the game.
I hope
And the Huntsman is a secret. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to choose the Archmage now, right?
Yep.
At least for the first run. And we're going to start our doom. Okay, so now, yes, I will turn off the tutorial now because we don't need it because we have you. But just so that the viewers know, there's a nicely done tutorial which guides you through all the basic steps that you need to know.
Well, basically, as you can already see, Darfall is real-time strategy. So you control your units, you also build the city, and the goal of the game is to basically survive undead invasions. So in the game there is a day and night cycle. We start like very nicely in the morning. It's 9 a.m. But when the evening comes, the game will get really dark, and then you guys will see like the light mechanics that you have to build lamps to even see something in darkness, right? So this is something that hasn't really been done in other RTS games like Warcraft, or like those of you know, like there are billions. So this is something unique for our game, and light is like a big feature that we use and the player can use to his advantage. Yeah. So in the prologue currently you are tasked to survive 8 days, and during the 8th day the demonic invasion will begin, and they will basically try to wipe you out. So yeah, we have to prepare the defenses by then. We have to be very strong. We have to gather loot with our Archmage, the hero that you are currently controlling. Get as best items for him as you can, and get the most levels to have the best abilities. So throughout the entire map, you will see basically these undead outposts. They like the undead corrupt the land, and your task is also to clear out the map from the undead. So basically, you attack their outposts and collect mana orbs. We can reveal then what mana orbs are a bit later. Yeah, and as you do this, your hero gets stronger, levels up, and you can unlock abilities. The green circle basically around your keep is a healing area. So we can call it like your safe spot, I would say. And the keep is your center structure. So when your keep gets destroyed, it's basically game over for you, right? So you have to do anything you can to protect your keep. It's your heart. At the start of the game, your aim is basically to start up your economy. So what you're doing right now, like you hired a worker from the keep, you build a woodcutter building, you start chopping the wood, you get the resources, and you also use your hero to explore the land a bit. And this way you can also get some starting resources like food or wood from your surroundings.
But I guess, like, even more importantly would be getting these orbs, right? These blue ones.
Yeah. So in Darfall there is this resource called mana orbs. So they are this magical energy that is in all living things, and you use these orbs to summon units from your capital city. Like every worker and every unit in the future, if you can build like the warriors, needs mana orbs, right? And you cannot mine mana orbs or gather them. You can only defeat your enemies and extract like mana orbs from them, right?
So just by defeating enemies, you can get it?
Yes, yeah, and mostly undead, basically, because it will be explained a bit in the lore that the undead corrupted the land and they sucked the mana out of the living people.
Currently, I haven't learned a spell yet, so I'm not using my that like energy, right? Or magic energy,
Yes.
however it's called. But when I will start using my spells, how do I get the energy back? What is the best way?
So currently in the game, the energy recharges automatically. You cannot affect it in any way.
So it's just by time.
Yeah.
Does it also does it make a difference if I go back to this green circle by the keep or no? Okay, so just waiting wherever.
Yes, just waiting. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can.
We have some plans in the future, maybe to add some equipment that will help you with the recharge rate, but currently it's not implemented.
Idle workers. Okay, let's put them somewhere. What else do I need? Housing. Okay. So we definitely have to walk around and find enemies.
Yeah, the easiest targets are these animals like boars and deers, because you get some XP for them, but also food, which is very important in the game.
And now maybe it's time that I build my first light, and you can maybe explain why there are these lights in the game, how they work, why we need them, how we make them, how we keep them lit during the night.
So, can you pause the game?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what you just did with the light, it's best that you put the light near your workers where they work in the darkness, because you just put it near your keep, but there's already light around the keep, right? So it has really no benefit. But you should put it near the lumberjack or the quarry, because during the night, your workers, when they work in the darkness, they will not see anything, and they will get a huge like debuff to their gathering, like 50%, so they will work very slowly. So what you can actually do is click on the lamp that is not yet built.
Yeah.
And you can cancel the construction. There is X button.
And I'm going to get back my resources?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. When you just have a build site, you have full resource refund.
What about, would you also say, does it make sense to put the light in the area like anywhere where it's lit, or is it better to put it on the edge so that you really extend the view so much? Or is it better to put it closer to workers?
Definitely close to worker, because they have to see in the darkness. And either, this is fine.
First take a look where the workers are and then try to push it to the edge, right, to extend it.
Exactly. About this grid tiles. When you try to place a building, there is this grid on the map. So basically, you cannot build your buildings outside of this highlighted blue area. And when you build a lamp, it has this green area, so it tells you how much it expands your territory, and then you can build there.
So now I have the light. It is lighting up a little bit, but I know it's gonna turn off quickly. So maybe can you also explain for the viewers what else do we need?
The only source of light almost you can build is the lamps, and the lamps consume charcoal. So you're under attack, by the way, by
I know.
Hellhound.
Oh my god. Wait, where is he then now?
Yeah, so all the lamps consume charcoal, and the charcoal is the resource that is on top left of the screen. We have 8 of it, and to get charcoal you have to build a charcoal burner building, and you basically burn wood to get the charcoal, and then your lamps can consume it and stale it. And when you run out of charcoal, then all your lamps will basically stop working, and a mass panic will ensue, and you will get consumed by undead. So basically, it's night, and you have to survive till morning. So you will get almost a constant attacks of undead at you during the entire night. And the first nights, like it's day 2, the first nights are pretty easy, I would say.
We can mention how big is actually your team and who is in the team and who does what, since you just mentioned it.
So there is just 2 of us as developers. So me, I'm a programmer, and Martin is an artist. He also handles the marketing stuff, but mainly the art is his. But we also have a third member, unofficially. It's my sister. She handles marketing, right? So some Facebook posts, some dev blogs, Eqip, over other platforms and stuff like this. So 2 developers and 1 marketing girl.
I'm getting attacked in the meantime. The night is always a bit a bit more active. But I do actually like the fact that anytime you want you can press pause, but it doesn't mean that you're like completely locked out of the game, but you can still do some things, right? So I can even click on the enemy, and then once I hit like unpause the game, it's gonna do the hit already, right?
Yeah, so you can issue some commands during the pause.
Yeah, or like build some things.
Exactly. So you're like not under stress of time, maybe like in StarCraft. I think you cannot pause there, where you have to do everything quickly. So if you want to just take a pause, think about what you want to do next, you can pause the game, issue the commands, and unpause the game later.
If, for example, I have lots of wood, but I would really need stone, is there a way for me to sell stone and then buy wood, or something like a market or something like that?
No.
No.
Currently there is no market.
Oh. Okay, so we were looking at our book, right? Our skills and our abilities book. Can you explain now, please, about this?
Yes, definitely. So you are currently playing as one of the heroes, the Archmage, and every time you level up, you gain 1 skill point. There are 6 abilities in total, and you can unlock 1 of them as of now, because you have 1 skill point, right? We have Fireball, so this is what people know from the demo. This costs 1 ability skill point. On the right side you have, I think it's some buff, it's Arcane Strength or something like this. Yes, so this buffs your friendly units, and the next one is the Healing Circle you can unlock, which heals your units. This is also known from the demo. And the abilities we don't have skill points yet are the Fire Circle. So this is the big ability that burns your enemies alive. And and on the left side we have brand new abilities that you guys haven't seen yet. this is Freezing Nova. We'll probably show this later during the gameplay. This just freezes your enemies, and the last one is this Freezing Ray that basically just melts your enemies and pushes them back. Yeah. So they cost 2 skill points. You have only one, so now comes a difficult choice. Do you unlock one of the levels abilities, or you wait one level and then unlock some more powerful ability?
Yes, I will definitely buy this one now already because this one is my favorite one.
Yeah, the fireball, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so I don't have a problem choosing at the moment. But I was wondering, because you said like that you get these skill points as you level up, but when do you level up? When doing what? Which actions?
So with the hero, so if you unlock, if you unlock the skill and you select your hero, on the bottom left corner there's level 2 and this bar in a circle. The hero levels up by dealing damage to enemies like this Hellhound, or you can level up by gathering stuff. So either when you cut trees or when you gather berries, and basically with gathering. So when you want your hero to be focused more on the economy, so stay in a city, support your workers and cut trees, you can still level up your hero, so you're not punished by your decision. So the second hero will be an Axemaster. He's your warrior type hero, and he will be available in the prologue when it's released, which should be in a few months. So yeah, we can definitely show him.
Yeah, I actually, when you were talking, I already used my first spell, but maybe we can also do it now and you can comment it or how it works so that
the
viewers
fireball?
see. Yes, so
Yes.
I'm going to go to attack this deer. There it is, the fireball. Can you mention what it does? And it's already dead. So,
Yes.
yeah.
You can use it at the undead skeleton. You can probably kill him. Yeah. So you basically fire fireball at an enemy, dealing damage, and you also burn him. So your enemy continues to burn and take damage.
Yeah, that's what I really like about this one, because you just have to hit him once and then you can run away from him, but he's still taking damage, so I like that.
Yeah. So this is one of the camps. This is very weak camp. It had only one enemy, one undead. There are camps like this throughout the entire map, which is procedurally generated.
Can you mention maybe just for those who maybe don't know what that means, what the procedurally generated means?
So it means that the map, we didn't build it ourselves, like with our basically manually, but we created rules how the map should generate. So each time you start a new map, it's completely random and it's completely new. Like the water will be different, the mountains, the enemies will be different, and stuff like this. So there is like a very complex set of rules that define a single map.
Also, in the meantime, I just remembered we can mention about the fireball. I also like that you can actually fire it on your way back. Like I can be walking away from the enemy and I can still fire the fireball. I also like that.
Yeah.
And then we get resources, right? When we kill somebody, like enemies.
So when you basically destroy enemy structures, they can drop some resources. So in the bottom left, bottom right corner, you already looted some wood and some items. Here you can see you have a fur and wood again. So now when you, with your hero, so only your hero can carry resources and items. So now if you want to use these resources in your economy to maybe build something, you have to carry them back to your Eqip. The hero deposits the resources automatically and you can use them. So this is similar like to Diablo mechanics, where you venture into the world, like you kill enemies, you gather some items, and then you go back like after winning streak. Basically.
No, the guys with the bow. I don't like that. Let me run away.
Yeah. No, there is werewolf. He's strong.
What?
Werewolf is after you.
Yeah. Oh no, and now the orcs. I'm in a bad
Yeah.
position right now. I should get away from here. Yeah, also I definitely plan to go back to drop my resources, but I just wanted to fill my pockets first. Okay,
Yeah, maybe
now
you
they're
should-
pretty full. I'm going
You
back.
should maybe, go back to this.
Yeah, I know. I'm also low on health. Yeah.
Yeah. So while we go back to our keep, you already have some new items you can equip on your hero. So on this item, improve his stats like health, damage, and we can already see like in the bottom right corner when you drag some items into your inventory, you can equip the items right now.
Before he comes there even. Okay, yeah.
Yes,
So the boots, we're gonna put some boots on, the sword, and some shields or garments, and that's it. And we dropped our resources as well. And now we can wait to heal and continue.
Yeah.
Maybe build some houses. What else do I need for my people? Mana and food. I have enough of mana. I need some food, so maybe more farms. Maybe.
So actually, while you wait with your hero, you can, for example, gather some resources with him. So you can order your hero to collect wood from the tree, and he will start gathering. So this is also how you can use him.
Yeah, so the point is just, no, for the healing he has to be in the circle, but for the energy to fill, he can be anywhere, we said.
He can be anywhere, yes. And also you can equip your items anywhere in the map. It doesn't have to be the kit only.
Also, maybe we can mention here, so you just assign a worker where he needs to go to work, and it's automatically, right? Whichever worker is free is going to go there.
Yeah, exactly. So you cannot directly control your workers. You can only like assign where they should work by like dedicating these small slots in your structures. So you can control them a bit by like that.
I'm just gonna go around a little bit before it gets dark, which will be soon. Nobody here. There's something in the chat. Can you maybe take a look?
Okay, so the marketing strategy. I would say for up to this point, the best like source of new wish lists for our game. So basically, wish lists on Steam determine how how successful your game is before it is released, right? So the best income was YouTube streamers, definitely. We were lucky to get streamed by maybe some of you know him, Splattercat. And after he did his stream, we got a lot of new players. So, but other than that, of course, we sometimes post on Reddit if we have something interesting show. Go on some events in Slovakia and in Europe, and let people play.
Yeah.
I was also like doing these devlogs and stuff like this also like helps because it like shows people like some background information on what we are working on and that we are still continuing the development, right?
Can you maybe mention where people can find those devlogs? Because I remember you have some on YouTube, I think, videos, and you also have some written ones, right? And the Discord group. Maybe if you mention all of those a little bit.
So the main devlogs are on Steam. So if you go to our Steam page, you will see all the devlogs in the announcement section. It's all there. I think there is like 10 devlogs total that also explain some background information about the project, some technical stuff for those of you who are developers as well. And we have one video dialogue, but it was very hard to make. I mean, like the amount of effort that needs to be put there is extreme. Yeah. So not sure if we will continue that, but I would love to at some point. 50% of our times we are doing development, and the rest of the 50% of time we are doing either marketing or administration or communication. This task eat a lot of our time, but they are also very important. So yeah, I would say it's almost 50 and 50. My colleague Martin, he does most of the marketing, like 80-90%, and yeah, it's taking a lot of his time, which, for example, could be spent on development and making art, you know. So maybe this is like one of the advantage that when you are a bigger studio and you have like dedicated people for marketing, your developers are free to develop the game and work on the game, right? And you have specific marketing people that do this. Yeah. Of course, we also have our sister, the marketing girl, but yeah, she is not like full-time part of the team, so she doesn't have really that much time.
I remember today earlier when I was playing, I tried to build an outpost, and the problem that I had was I didn't know where to get the sleeping bags. So maybe if you can mention what, I think that for the outpost you need sleeping bags, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you can just explain what outposts are and why do you need sleeping bags and where do you get them?
So the outpost is a building, and basically it allows you to build this outpost anywhere on the map, even where you don't have your territory. So apart from the stone you can mine, there is also iron and silver on the map. So iron is further back and silver is on the map edges, and basically in very difficult locations like around undead and stuff. And when you mine iron, you get to build better units, basically. You can craft armor, weapons, and stuff like this. So it would be quite difficult, you know, to build lamps to these iron veins on the map. So we can build like a quarry building there. So we designed an outpost, which basically can be built anywhere on the map. You don't have to have light there. And you can also produce workers from there, and it also has its own light source. Yeah, so I would say you need outposts to mine iron and silver. But if you find iron close enough to your base, you don't even really need an outpost because you can build like lamps onto it. Yeah. I would like to explain that you can see you were out of charcoal, and your lamps are basically not
working.
Shining any light.
Yes,
yeah.
I spam them. See, I have 9
yeah.
here.
Yeah. So your workers, if you take a closer look at your workers, they have this scary icon over their heads. This means that they are not in light. And they will work much slower, so it's imperative that you build lamps. Basically, with the charcoal, what you can do, so if you pause the game, so we have some attention there, it would be very time-consuming to always, you know, click to build and craft the charcoal when you run out of it. So what you can actually do, in the top bar, you have this small arrow below the charcoal. If you click yes, you can set how many charcoal you want to have in your storage at any given time.
That's very good.
For example, you can put 5 there or 10 or whatever, and if you go below this threshold, your buildings will automatically like craft that item, right?
Oh, that's great. I didn't know that. See, that's why it's good playing with the developer, because then you get these tips. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, this part is not explained in the tutorial because there are so many things that are missing. It's almost not possible to put everything there, but we plan to have some hints or maybe some encyclopedia with all this information. And actually, you can repair buildings. So some of your buildings are already damaged, like the houses on top.
I just need to escape from there. Okay. Yes, I paused it now, so it's below here, right? This is the repair button.
This repairs all, yeah, on the map. But you can also repair individually if you want.
But I think like this is maybe better. You don't have to look for them like where they are. You just repair them, but you can't repair when you're under attack, right? You can't repair at that point. Our goal is also, like it says here in the game, find and destroy portals. So where are those portals? How do we find them? So that can we maybe try and go destroy one? Not now, maybe when it's daytime. Can we go at daytime?
Okay, so yeah, the portals. The portals are a new mechanic in the prologue, so it's not available in the demo version. And the portals basically are. This is where the demons come out of to attack you during the 8th day. The portals are heavily defended with elite demon units, so it's for now it would be suicide. You would need like a bigger army and a more stronger hero to destroy the portal. So during regular gameplay, you don't need to destroy portal because you can wait for the portal. Like final demon invasion to spawn, and you can. It's enough to kill that invasion to win the game. But for the skilled players, for example, if you feel like it, you are too powerful, like on day 6 or 7, so before like the final invasion comes. If you feel like it, you can try to destroy the portals. If you destroy all the portals, you win the game because the demons have nowhere to spawn out of. So yeah, we also like offer you additional option to win the game apart from like defeating the final demonic wave.
I'm under attack.
But maybe we will be able to see some portal during the day when we find some. But they are on the edges of the map, so it's quite
far away.
to get to them. Yeah, at least at this point. Yeah, there was this question whether the demo version attracted any wish lists. I'm not sure I have this information because this is like the marketing is department of my colleague. It attracted some wish lists, like I don't know, like on average 5 to 10 per day. But yeah, it's something. But we hoped for like better results. Because all this also depends on the Steam algorithm, like where the Steam puts your demo when people are searching for like demo versions or free games. Yeah, so this, like some parts we cannot affect. The demo was released, I think, like 3 months ago, if I remember correctly, and it basically features first map, Greenwick, but only up to day 6. So after day 6 or day 7, a huge invasion comes that basically wipes your city. So this is designed like this. You only have one hero there with 3 abilities. So this is like only for people to get the taste of a bit of Darfall, to decide whether they like or don't like the game. In this version, in the prologue, which is not released yet, but will be released in a few months, you will get a new map. So this is the map that we are playing currently at. You also get to play as an Axemaster hero with new abilities. There are also like these demonic invasions that are present in a demo, and many improvements or quality of life improvements, some new units. In the prologue you can basically upgrade your units. So for example, I think in the demo you can hire an archer, but now you can hire an archer and then upgrade him to gunman with a gun, right? Yes, and during the early access, we plan at least, we cannot reveal any information about the release date, but we plan to do it this year, we hope. And during the early access, basically you will get all 3 heroes, all their abilities, You will also be able to play on the entire survival map. So this is the map that we saw at the beginning, and we will take a look at again when you finish here. And there will be 9 maps in total. So 3 different biomes: desert, grassland, and swamps. And each biome will have 3 difficulties. So you will start at easy, you go then to medium and to hard. And the hard will be planned to be really, really hard. And also many new improvements, new items, and stuff like this.
Ah, yes, one more thing about the enemies I was wondering today. So after you damage them, like this one that is damaged now, sometimes later they run away. My question is, do they eventually, if they run away, do they heal back up, or do they remain at their health level and you can then continue to damage them, you know?
Yeah, they slowly heal up.
Yeah, you were saying something
So,
about the
yeah,
veins?
the iron vein, yeah. So if you build an outpost here, you can start mining it.
You're suggesting to build an outpost here?
No, not right now, but later on. So you already know where the iron is, like it's here. Maybe you will uncover some other nodes, and then yeah, you can build an outpost.
Okay.
Yeah, but right now it's too soon. The viewers ask whether we have any information when the prologue will be released. In a few months, I would say. But we ourselves don't know the exact release date because we still have to decide what will be in which features. Then we will, do some playtesting so we know that the game is stable, and then we will release it. Yeah, because it's very difficult to determine these things if we are such a small team, because we have to test everything ourselves. We have to play the games ourselves for several times over and over to make sure everything is balanced. Now we have 2 new heroes, right? This all has to be balanced, so there are no bad events for players, so they don't enjoy the game. Yeah. So it's a bit harder. Yeah.
Actually, now that you mentioned balance, and we'll get to the question from the chat, but just because you mentioned the balancing, I wanted to actually ask you, how do you deal with the balancing? Because there has to be a ton of it here, I imagine, to balance all these economies and enemies. So how do you approach that, balancing such a game?
So, the first part was from my experience of building, these Unity projects and stuff like this. I learned that you have to design your architecture of your projects in a way that you can change any value in a game during your runtime. So you don't have to stop the game or anything. You just you have a deer here. If I want to have the deer more health, I just change the slider and it will have a different health right now. So this technical backbone or structure of the project was the first part, and the second part was mostly playing it over and over again and testing that the starting economy. So when you start, you have a correct amount of resources, the buildings cost are appropriate, so you can build a lumber mill. You don't end up in a deadlock where you build something, it gets destroyed, and then you don't have resources to build that stuff again. So in earlier stages of the game, it happened that you built a lumber mill, it got destroyed, and then you couldn't build another lumber mill because it required lumber, but you couldn't get the lumber, so it was basically game over, right? And then we implemented you can harvest resources with hero. So now this doesn't happen. And from the game design perspective, we turned this basically weakness that you can get into deadlock, we turned it into a new feature that you can use your hero also for the economy and harvest resources. And we even plan to extend it further, to have some special perks where you can invest some points to make your hero better at gathering, to harvest loot faster and stuff like this.
One more small question before we get to the question from the chat. I have here, for example, a sword that I already have here, and I have a sword that is even worse than this one. So I don't need these two swords. Can you maybe explain what we can do with this tool regarding this? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, to solve this issue, what you can do is you can salvage these items, and I think if you unpause the game, you will see like this scrolling text popping.
This.
That you got resources from it. So any items, I mean hero items, you don't actually need. You can just salvage and get resources back to craft other items or hire some units. Okay, there is a question. Did you write a game dev document or did you implement the features as you go? Basically, at the start of the development, so this project is very, very old. It started as a 2D game. I was working on it myself without any game design document, like, you know, playing around. Then it was like something like tower defense, where you were conquering these tiles and got attacked by some other like orcs or undeads, and it had very little gameplay to it. And yeah, at this point I didn't have any documents, any plan at all. I was just, you know, playing around. And then later on, when my colleague joined, Martin, we wrote a game design document because, yeah, we wanted to have something official. But at no point, like, we wrote a document about the future feature that we want to implement, because in such a small team you don't really need a design document, because either you're working on the project yourself and then it's in your head, or when you're working in 2 or 3 people, you can always communicate these ideas, right? And if you're such a small team, you have this advantage that other AAA studios don't have. Is that you can communicate and discuss these things very easily, and you can very rapidly iterate stuff. But if you have like 10, 15 or 100 people like other studios, you have, you know, this bunch of people that you have to coordinate and they have to somehow work together. So there you need design documents, you need like these diagrams and everything. So any part of the team has to know what he needs to do, right? But here, yeah, we don't really have any documents.
So what did you then actually write? Because you said that you did write some things. What did you then write?
Yes. Actually, we were requesting funding from the Slovak. It was Slovak Art Council. So they funded us with some support money. And we had to write design document, art document, and technical document for them, so they can, you know, like go over the project, and, you know, basically examine it.
So that was the only reason why you wrote something like
yes, exactly. This was the only document we almost ever wrote, yeah. And I wrote some. I wouldn't call it a document. Some. Like brief explanation of hero abilities and biome features in our like it's a task management app, Notion. Maybe some of you know it. So I wrote some the abilities that haven't been implemented yet. So I designed the abilities, wrote what they should do, and also wrote like new enemies that we will have in our biome. So this can be called a design document. So this is where I was basically planning my thoughts into a document before we actually implemented them.
Yeah, because actually you do have, I mean, quite a lot of story for this kind of game, right? And like the cities, and you have descriptions for the cities, and so many different enemies and everything. So I guess this kind of stuff you do have to write somewhere to make sure that it all makes sense, right? Kind of the whole system, no?
we should write it, I agree, but we haven't written it anywhere, because like in our Unity project, like it's all there and we can check it there,
Mm-hmm.
and like having like a duplicate source of like information in somewhere else would be actually a bit detrimental to our team, because it's just two of us, and like maintaining, you know, like the name of units, their health in a different database or like document. This would be hell to many. So yeah, we don't do this.
That's true.
You know,
Also.
but in a big companies like you have, for example, Blizzard, you have of course dedicated team that handles this stuff, and they handle only these documents. They are balancing stuff in Excel and sheets, and yeah, then you have the developers that implement it. So there, it of course makes sense.
So you don't even like you just do the balancing like you mentioned before by playing and directly in the game. You also don't have like Excel sheets for balancing.
No.
Okay.
I think Marty did some Excel sheets for economy, like how fast your worker gathers lumber, then he can buy a building, something like this. I think I saw it once. Maybe he did some experiments with this, but I personally haven't. So the bottom part is our build menu. The first icon of home is basically your basic buildings, like a house, a lamp. So basically with lamp you get the light and you also expand your territory. Then you have a storage. So with storage, when your workers gather something, they have to haul it back into your keep. But if you have some like lumberjack further away from your keep, you can build a storage near it, and they will haul it to the storage. So they don't have to go a long way back to their keep. Yeah, at barracks you can train military units there. Actually, this should be your next objective in the game, get barracks.
Let's see, I need planks and stone bricks, so that means that I need, where is it, carpenter and, carpenter, maybe somewhere here, and stones, mason, here, okay, so that we get, so carpenter and stones mason, and they're going to produce planks and stone cubes, right, and then we can build. Oh, I'm getting attacked somewhere. I can hear him.
Yeah, it's all home.
It's done. Okay, planks. Maybe.
And actually, you haven't been unlocking your abilities. You are level 6.
Yeah, that's true.
And so we can go into the spell book. And there is one ability. I would like to show. The first one is the Frost Ray. That's on the left side.
Yeah.
So maybe you can pick this one.
Okay. And that's it, because we don't have more ability points.
No, we do. We have two more. Yeah, we have two more ability points.
Okay. Then let's choose something else. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want to show it?
So this Freeze Frost Nova, or it's on the left side of Fireball.
This one, yeah.
So this one, yes.
Okay, E and R for those, okay. So, but we can test those when the enemies come. Yeah. Which is almost over, look, the day is almost starting, so maybe if we're lucky, somebody will still attack us. Let's see. No? Maybe?
Then you have to go on the attack.
You mean on an adventure outside my team?
Yeah, definitely. To wipe some orc camps.
I need to gather this.
So while we explore, you should craft some planks and some stone bricks, so we have resources to build barracks. Because we have actually 1,000 wood, so this is very good.
I just want to check how much I need so that I won't put too much. Wait, where was that? Here. Barracks, 10 planks, 20 stone bricks. 10 planks.
So you can hold shift actually to queue by 10.
Ooh, see the small tips from the developer. Again, good.
Actually, the further you venture into the map, the more complex and difficult these camps will be. So at the start, you get these simple orc camps with tents, and like one or two of them. But later on, you can like explore or encounter an entire orc like settlement that has walls and towers, and some elites and bosses there. And
Yeah.
if you defeat them, they can drop some nice loot. So in our games, a hero can get items of different qualities, like from gray to like this green to epics. But we also have legendary items. And legendary items are very, very powerful. You would be very lucky to get even one.
These are the purple ones?
The legendaries are the orange ones.
Orange. Uh-huh.
And each legendary gives you some special ability or power. So, for example, there is a legendary ability which allows you to teleport. Yeah. And maybe we can right now show you so when you press R, you can.
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to finish. That's why I didn't start killing them yet. Yes, so you want to show off the R ability?
Yeah,
okay.
the R, and then we can start with an E or. Yeah.
Ooh, now they're frozen like this. Wait, but I have so many others. No, look, what did I do? But this is.
I would run because they are very. Yeah, they are very.
Let me
powerful.
see.
The spiders are.
Where can I do it again? Maybe soon. Wait. I was not prepared for that. Maybe it would be better to do it only on one enemy first, or not. Okay, like this.
You cannot because they attack in a group.
No! This one is also good.
Press E.
E?
Yeah.
My hero died. No.
Yeah. So when your hero dies, he automatically respawns.
Yeah.
But you lose all experience you have gained, and also drop all items. So you now will have to go and pick them up. Yeah.
Oh, look what I found. Spiders are no joke in this game.
No. You can actually press H and it will automatically select your.
Okay, so let's go motivate some workers. I think all of them are working a bit slower now, right? Because they're not motivated?
Yeah, they are not working slower. They are basically working at their normal speed. Because, and when you go near the workers, you can see the ability icon over their heads, like this green arrow. So that means they're inspired and they get a bonus to their work speed. So basically what you can actually do with your hero, if you want to focus more on economy, you don't have to explore, but you can stay in your Eqip, inspire your workers. This will improve their work speed. And maybe gather with your hero and stuff. And actually, workers in our game have happiness levels. It's just, I think it's not shown correctly at the moment. So when your workers are inspired, they are more happy. Also, you can build a tavern, and tavern building in some range also gives happiness.
Should I build it now for the stream or not?
I would first build the barracks.
The barracks. I forgot about them already.
Yeah, you can build it.
And also I wanted to ask you, because now you were mentioning inspiring your workers and stuff. There's also like you can build a bakery and make bread, and this also somehow improves the work of workers. Can you maybe explain about that while our barracks are getting built?
Yeah, so basically in our game we still call it survival game because you have food and your worker and even your warrior units require food. And if they don't get food, they basically die, right? So that's why you have the farms there. But also, the food, you can have more quality food. So if you build a bakery, you can bake bread, and if you have bread in your storage, the workers will eat the bread, and they will get a buff to happiness. So this way, by eating the bread, they will work much faster. I think it's 30% or something like this.
So from
So
the
one of the
players,
very good, like, yeah.
yeah, from the player's perspective, all you need to do is build the bakery and then produce bread there, or do you need to click something else? Like
No, just, yeah. So you first need wheat farm, because you currently have only vegetable farms. So with wheat farm, you get wheat, and then you just build a bakery, and you can craft bread there from wheat.
yeah, and
So
that's
you
all you
craft
need
it
to
the
do,
same
right?
way. Yes, it's all you need. Yeah.
Like it's then
Then you-
automatically consumed. That's what I mean, right?
Yes. The workers will automatically pick the best food available in your storage, so they will eat bread when it's available and get a buff.
Somebody saying Fog of War is really nice.
Thank you. Yeah. Actually, I think it's a free asset. The Fog of War, yeah. We didn't code it ourselves, but we used a third-party plugin to do it, and it's very nice. Yeah, it doesn't really cost even any performance. Yeah, it was a pleasure to work with.
This is almost fine. Cannot build on corrupted tile. Can you say something about that? Because I remember when I was playing the demo, it was still burning and I was still able to build on it. And now in the prologue, you cannot build on corrupted land anymore. But can you, just explain what it is? Can you build? Can you not? And stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes. Well, the corrupted tiles are basically the undead in our game spread the corruption throughout the land. So this will be explained in lore a bit, and this is basically the greenish gray areas you see on the map, and usually they deal damage to any units or buildings on them. Your hero actually has corruption resistance stat, which you can check out later on. So this is why your hero can move freely on corrupted tiles and he doesn't take any damage. But your buildings and units take damage. And it was happening that the players didn't know the corrupted tiles, they didn't know the mechanics, and they were building buildings on top of the corrupted tiles, and then they got destroyed for no reason. And they didn't know why, yeah.
That happened
and it was
to
because,
me too.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, in this update, we implemented that it tells you that you cannot build over corrupted tiles. Yeah. And you can clear the corrupted tiles when you destroy like the main structure that spreads the corruption.
Then those tiles around are not corrupted.
So these are
anymore.
basically these corrupted pillars and pylons and stuff like this. You first defeat the undead around them, then you destroy the structure, and then the land will start healing itself. So the corruption will start to like disappear, and you can build over it. You can, I think, you have resources to construct some balistas, so you can place a ballista right here because it seems to be like a point where you will get attacked.
Yeah. Let's see. Too close to lamp. Too close to something.
And you didn't equip your items back when you got killed. Yeah, so you should do it. That way you get more like ability damage and stuff like this. And you can see the stats in the bottom corner of your inventory. So these are the bonuses you get from all your items. And you should also repair your buildings already because they are damaged. Yeah. Maybe you can kite him to the ballista.
Good thinking. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but that is smart. Yeah, good. Thanks.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, and ballistas have a small pushback, so.
Do you want me to build something in the barracks? Now I finally
Yeah, you need one more man orb to build something because you need 10 to build Axeman or the Spearman.
No! What was that? No! Level up finally. Now I can build a Spearman. Should I? I should, right?
Yes,
I already
yes, or you
did.
can.
Yeah.
You are still under attack at the bottom by
Really? Where? Ah, here.
an archer. Yeah.
Yeah, how should we take him? With an R, and with a Q, and with an E. See, now I did everything correctly, and he's gone. Woo.
So I would definitely build a ballista here. But yeah, I would build it like you should build your ballistas as close to walls as you can, because that way they will shoot the archers. Because if you build them like too far inside, the archers will be able to shoot at your walls and destroy them.
Okay. Also, I need to close this gap. Yeah, so this is what we were talking about before. This is a corrupted tile, so I can't build here.
Yeah,
I can build here. And,
but you can actually destroy the corrupted structure. It should be somewhere on the right.
This here. But then I need to build the door also, like we said. Wait, do I have resources? This is here, stone gate. I need 10 stone brick.
Maybe you just destroy one of the palisades and go like that.
Yeah. But later I'm gonna build the gate also, just to show on stream. So if I now delete, like destroy all of this, the corrupted tiles should go away?
Yes. But I think we destroyed something here already, so maybe the corruption is already retreating.
Now it looks
but
like
it just takes some time.
Yeah, I think some tiles are already changing. See that? Is that it?
Yeah.
They're disappearing.
So we just have to wait. It's a slow process, but it will disappear eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see right now that some woodcutters that you had before have this this cross in there. Yeah. So this means that there is no wood nearby. So this building is basically out of order. So you can just click and destroy it and get some resources back.
Oh, you get resources back again? That's good if you do.
Yeah. Yeah, but actually there is one thing that you have a bit wrong there. On your ballista, look at how many lamps you have. You have like 4 lamps, like near each other. And this is quite detrimental because each lamp is costing you charcoal, and they don't really do much when they are so close to each other. So I would delete some of them, and maybe there are some other lamps on the right side as well that are too close to each other. Because when the night comes, I saw that you quickly run out of charcoal very quickly because you had so many lamps. So you have to balance the economy a bit because the lamps are costing you a lot of wood. And we have our Spearman.
Yeah, he's waiting there to do something. It looks like I can control him directly, like a hero, right?
Yes. So you can basically select both of them and go attack some camp.
Like they can go together as a team.
Yes, of course. When you have the Spearman, you have to be careful when you go over to corrupted land because he will take damage. So maybe you can pull back with your Spearman and attack only with your mage.
Yeah. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna get like his health back up when he's there alone?
No. For that you would need to go back to keep with him.
But I can send him to keep then, so that he's not waiting there.
And also, if some camps have special abilities, so right now you're attacking a rat camp, and you can see that if you attack their cave, another rat will spawn, so it will constantly spawn rats
Oh,
until you
really?
destroy it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. But look, it's almost damaged, so
Yeah, just keep damaging it and kill it. Oh, you see, and you got some resources
why
from
is
it.
he not moving again? No, run away. I need this. Go back. And E. Okay. Was it E? I forgot. I don't have enough. No, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
You will be back again.
Yeah. Well, it's day 5, so I guess pretty soon we're gonna get attacked and die, and then maybe we can try another hero.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, we can try the X-Men. You can actually just right click and it will the item will automatically go into the correct slot.
Aha, if I click right click here.
In your inventory, yes, you just right click and
Good. And this one, this is fine, and this is also fine. So 3 damage, 5 ability, 10 energy, 5 ability. I'm gonna go for the energy.
the terror of choice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually you looted bow, and bow is an item you can use to hire bowmen or archers from your barrack. So if you select your barrack,
Yep. Archer. I need bow. I have it. So what do I do with it now? So there
you just go with your hero and deposit it into your storage.
In the barracks.
Yes. No.
No?
You have to
the keep.
go to your keep. With the keep, you deposit stuff into storage.
And now it should be available. Now we can build an archer. Good. Okay.
So you can either craft the bow or you get lucky and find one like you did right now. You can already use your because you already have the archer and the spearman. So you can position your archer better so he can shoot from behind the palisade somewhere, maybe at the top or here.
Here?
For example, yes.
Okay. Oh, look, he's also afraid. Let's build him a lamp.
Even your units get, they will deal reduced damage if they're not in life.
Poor guy. He's fighting like in an army, but he's afraid of the dark.
I think you will need to build another charcoal burner because you are out of charcoal again.
Oh, okay.
So you are consuming more charcoal than you can produce.
Wait, where is it?
Yeah, and
here. Okay. They got inside.
If you select, for example, one of your lamps, the lamp on the top left, you can activate a special aura on your lamp. It's an ability on the bottom left.
Here? Building upgrade? Or this, what is this? Activate
No,
lamp
on
aura.
the top, activate lamp aura. So it
But
costs 3 charcoal, but you don't have one.
But
if you had, you can activate it, and actually all undead will deal reduced damage. So when you get swarmed by undead, you can actually use your lamps to defend yourself, but you just have to activate this ability.
I didn't know that. Okay, so now I'm gonna press pause. We have enough charcoal, select the lamp, and activate lamp aura. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Done. Do you think like the enemies, for example, now they were coming from this corner and this corner. If I build double palisade here, would they have the logic and be smart enough to go around here where there's less palisades, not so thick, or not?
Yes.
Like how do they their logic works?
Yeah, so the logic is calculated basically on how many obstacles they have, and like they somehow calculate the best path. and if you put a lot of palisades at one place, the cost will get so high that they will try to go around or through a weaker point.
Okay. So I'm gonna make
But
it double.
in the game it's balanced, so it's still fun for the player, right? So if the enemy was too smart, yeah, it wouldn't be very fun for gameplay.
Yeah.
But if it was too dumb, then yeah, again it wouldn't be fun. So yeah, we had to find like a correct balance between where will the units and enemies attack.
Where are the planks? I think maybe I will build another carpenters to make them faster.
Yeah, so maybe now we could explore some map, you know, maybe find the portals, the demon portals.
Okay.
Like enemy structures have this shield above them, so this means that you need to first kill all the units in the surrounding area or you cannot defeat the structure. So you could attack it, but you would deal very, very low damage. Yeah, and you can see that, yeah, your units are now taking corruption damage, so you have to get them out or they will die.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that actually. So let's maybe ignore that deer for now.
No, I would run right now.
Yeah.
Out of it.
Maybe just I'm gonna take my hero out.
Yes, but there are spiders.
Oh no, we're all gonna die. Oh my god.
You can use our ability to freeze them fast.
Go back! Don't go there. Oh no, we're almost home. We lured them home. That's not good. Okay, they went. Yeah.
Later on in the game, when you upgrade your units, they will also get corruption resistance. So for example, an archer can be upgraded to gunman, and the gunman has corruption resistance. So later on in the game, your units will be much stronger, and yeah, you can move around the map with them more freely.
But at least like here, when the land is not corrupted, it's good to use them because like you can destroy things faster, so you get points faster, right?
Yes.
They can help destroy something, but the hero gets the points, right?
Yes, but also the units get experience as well, and your units can level up. Yeah.
Eventually, when you start working on a new game, what will you do different? Like, for example, in the beginning of the project, what would you change? And like then in the development process and regarding marketing, what things would you do the same? What would you do different? What have you learned in this experience so far?
Yeah, of course, as we develop the game, we get better at like, you know, not only programming, but creating the structure and hierarchy for the project. So this will improve a lot because, you know, we have this Darfall project and, you know, some parts are already old and show some time. So with the new project, you know, you start with a clean slate. So this definitely will improve. But other than that, I think like even I know we don't write design documents, but yeah, we will still use the agile process that we basically iterate on features fast and, you know, just talk it over, then implement it, see if it works and stuff like this. So I think this will not really change. But for the marketing, yeah, the one big advantage is that we will have already some community of players that know us, like from Darfall. So we will not start from zero, but yeah, we will already have some fan base, so we can show our product too. Even currently in the game, not sure if you have noticed, but there is a feedback system where you can send bug reports or feedback to us developers. Yeah, it's on the top right corner, or it's report bug feedback
there.
in the main menu. Yeah. So anything right here, it's not. Don't worry, guys. It's not forgotten. We read every single one of it. It's actually sent to our system in ClickUp, and yeah, we get tasks created for this. Yeah, so this is, I think, very nice feature that we have, that we can, like, you know, you as a player don't really have to close the game and go to other window, go to some forum and report back there, but you can do it straight from the game. Yeah, so it's very easy to do.
So it automatically pauses, I can write what's wrong, continue with my game, and just like that, right?
Yeah. It also captures the screenshot if you want to include it from the game, right? So if you said like the orc doesn't have HP or the orc, something is bugged with him, we can already see that, there is some issue with it. And this also helps.
So first, like, you have to position your screen where it shows that, and then it takes the current screenshot, right?
Yes. The best marketing is when players can play your game, because showing some pictures of the game that players cannot play is nice, but it doesn't really engage the audience, because it's much better if your audience can already play the game and test their stuff, and maybe we create some develop about a new unit like Necromancer or some Demon, and players can already like see that in the game. So it's always better to like do marketing when you have a playable build, which we do right now. Which is the free demo in Steam.
Where's the music from?
So yeah, the music and the sounds. Actually, this is very strange because we are not sound artists and we haven't hired any sound artists for a project. So all the music and all the sounds we have in our game are basically from free assets and free sources that are for public domain. And a lot of people actually say that the music and the atmosphere is very nice in our game, which we are really surprised because it hasn't been tweaked or modified by any sound artist. So we as complete amateurs in music try to do our best, and people like it for some reason. So we are happy. We're very happy with the outcome.
Oh look! Now we can mention I killed this big guy, and he had ice.
Yeah, the ice wind.
Ice wind.
Nice.
And now I'm just gonna press pause and equip it. Let's see what it does. It's epic. It does 2 damage, 15 energy, 30 ability damage. Yeah, so this is like just one below the orange
legendary.
One, which is
yes,
legendary.
Yes. It's the orange. Yes.
Good.
Like the legendaries are so rare that maybe if you're very lucky, you will get one per game. But most of the time, your aim is to have a full epic gear set in game. That's why your hero will be like very, very powerful. You have a Necromancer attacking you.
What?
Necromancer.
This?
That's,
the purple ones?
That's the purple guy on the right that is shooting fireballs, and he is also raising enemies. So unless you kill him, he will raise undead and to attack you.
Wait, where are my 2 guys? They are here. Maybe they should go fight now.
Yeah, but be careful because he is very strong. Yeah, maybe you can also build the tower. The tower shoots rocks, and tower has more hit points, so it can take a lot more damage.
Here?
And when the rocks hit, for example, and if the rock hits, it deals our damage, so it damages multiple enemies at the same time.
We still didn't build a wheat farm to show it and the bread.
Yeah. So now it's a good time to build the wheat farm, and I think 2 is more than enough.
2 wheat farms?
A bakery.
Where's the bakery at? Bakery. I saw it. I need 10 planks for the bakery, and they are in the making. Okay, good. So I think we can build the bakery now. Yes. With the bakery, I'm just gonna put it next to that. Ballista. I'm gonna put it here because I'm expanding my base here now, so I need some protection.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it here. Maybe I can put some palisades around it.
It's always better to protect your balistas. Because if you don't put like walls or palisades around your balistas, the enemies will attack straight. to the balistas, then they will just destroy them, right?
Okay, bakery. So now here's the big point. Okay, so we said we have wheat farms and we're producing wheat, and currently we have 48. And then in the bakery we can bake bread.
Yes.
This is like all that we need to do, you said. From now on it's automatic, right? Just
It's automatic. Yes.
Okay.
When you make a fresh bread, then you can use, you know, the UI to set like the minimum amount of bread you want to have in your storage.
Also.
Yeah, so you don't have to, you know, always like go to your bakery and queue up the bread.
This one?
Right there. Yes.
Like so always to have, for example, 20 bread. For example. Oh, look how many orbs I have. I could have done this so long time ago. Just gonna put 10 people.
But save some for your unit, because you also want military units. So you don't use all your resources on workers.
Does it make sense for me now to clear up these things, or it's better to find enemies actually?
This doesn't do anything for you, so I would fight the enemies.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of these small things around the map, so it's better to clear the undead corruption. And by the way, you can already, I think you can unlock a new spell or improve an existing one because you have enough skill points.
Yes, I will check. Okay. Is this indicated by the plus sign?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So the plus sign tells you that you have a new ability you can unlock. I mean, so at any given time you can have only 3 abilities unlocked, but you can rank up the existing ones, so they either take more, deal more damage, or increase the freeze duration, as you just did with the freezing Nova. And now I would run back to the Eqip, because you will get attacked by a huge wave.
No, why did it not work? Oh, it's going too far now. Look at that. And I got some purpley stuff. Wow.
Wow, you get 2 new epic items.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can hear bad things going on there. Let me press pause and let's see what we got, because this is interesting. Tunic of the Magi, I have never gotten that before. Energy here.
Yeah, these are very nice epic items. Yeah.
Boots of the Wind, I never had the purple boots before.
Yeah, you will be now a bit faster, because they give you movement speed.
Fine and epic. Fine. So I can switch all of this. What about, for example, the bow? Now that when I already deposited 1 bow at the barracks, is this like forever? Like I can make Bowman, or each time I have to put a new bow there to make a Bowman?
Okay, so so the bow is a single item, and when you hire an archer, it gets consumed. So for example, you would need to have 10 bows to hire 10 archers. So you use the first bow for the first archer. Now if you deposit another bow, you can craft another archer.
If you have other resources. Let's see, archer, 10 mana. Oh, but I'm missing only 1, so I can do this after I kill somebody there. Okay, that's reachable. 1 mana orb, see? That was fast. And ballista helped me, of course. One more question. So for example, now because ballista helped kill that enemy, if the ballista kills it, do I still get a mana orb, or does the hero need to kill?
It doesn't matter who kills it.
That's
it just has to die and you get mana orb.
That is nice. Oh my god, now it's getting hectic. Oh yeah, it's day 8. So maybe I should just accept my destiny. We're gonna die now. And it's not because I'm playing bad, it's because it was designed like that. Please tell this to the viewers so that they know.
I think the maximum is day 8 or 9. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but 9, I think I read somewhere is maybe like only 1% of the most professional
Yes,
players
yes, exactly.
can do that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so this way is like designed to wipe you out.
Yeah. Here's my doom. I clicked, I wanted. I wanted it. E. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's not look at the statistics because this is just like, you know, a demo play. I was not, you know, like a try hard here. So.
No, you did good. You did good.
Let's just go to main menu, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then should we show the other hero?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Axemaster, let's see what's different about him. Actually, you can tell me.
So the Axemaster basically he doesn't shoot from range. He's a melee guy. So he basically gets into your face with the great axe. And he can also penetrate an armor and wears an armor. So the armor mechanics in our game is that when some unit, it can be your unit or enemy unit, has an armor, it receives reduced physical damage. So for example, if you with your archer attack an orc who wears an armor, your archer will deal like reduced damage by I think it's 30% if the enemy wears an armor. And some of your units can also wear an armor. So for example, like the knight and the paladin units, which are late game units, wear an armor. So they are very good tanks. So that way, like enemies deal 30% less damage to them. And Axemaster wears this armor, so any damage dealt to him by, for example, a bear, an undead, or orc is reduced.
Yes, start my doom, see, so that the viewers know that it's true. It's designed, you die then. Yes. Oh, but then like when you release the full game, of course you're going to be able, like how are you going to make this, I don't know, winning situations and losing situations, how is this going to be handled later in the full game?
So basically, in the survival mode, which you are playing right now, as I explained, we have these demonic portals, and you have to defeat the final demonic wave that comes to you, which currently comes at you at day 8, but during a full game, you will be able to survive like 12 days. So, for example, on day 12, a demonic invasion emerges from one of the portals, and if you defeat this wave, and if you defeat the boss of this wave, so it's a huge demon, then you win the game.
And this is going to
But
be like doable.
yeah,
This is going to be doable by like, I don't know, majority of players, or is it again like the small percentage?
no. So in a survival world map, you will have like maps that have difficulty levels, and the first map, like the Greenwig, which is playable in demo, is the lowest difficulty. So basically, you will be able to defeat them. But then, as you unlock more maps, they will be more difficult and more difficult, and of course, it will get more difficult to defeat these demons and to defend yourself. But of course, very hard map on hard difficulty, it will be very hard to like survive. So this is like for the most extreme players. Then the players like can compare their scores, for example, on Discord, and like boast that they defeated the hardest map with score like 10,000 or whatever, right? So there is also this competitive element, I would say.
But would you say that the goal would then still be to defeat all of these places, I guess, right? To like clear the map out of.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, yes. But the hardest maps, maybe some players won't be able to beat the hardest maps. We'll see how we balance the game.
Yeah, I was now a little bit surprised when I started attacking, and then I remembered, all right, he's gonna go in there. Because you know, yeah, like with the previous hero, I was just used to, you know, shoot and run and shoot and run.
Yes,
But
yes.
now I actually have to get in close, right? With
Hmm.
this hero.
And
Okay.
actually, if you build farms on the ground, you can see these special tiles, these with these dots. They are called the fertile tiles. If you build farm on them, you will get a huge boost to your production, food production.
Just
So it's so strong that maybe you can have one farm that supports like 10 workers.
do you mean
So the
these
next
ones?
farm you build, you should build it on top of this fertile line. Yes, this one.
This with
This
the
zone.
dots, the brown one with the dots.
Yes, yes, yes. So you can try it even now, even if you don't build a farm. Like if you try to place the farm, it will
Yeah.
tell you the percentage of the bonus.
Oh, I never even noticed
You see,
that.
so like 40%, yes. So
So
it
here
will be very good. Yeah.
plus 0 plus 40.
Yes.
Oh.
So like the normal line is 0 bonus, but these fertile lines have huge bonuses.
So yeah, well
Yeah.
then
So
actually you can calculate if it's best to put one full or maybe two, like more than halfway. It might be even
yes.
better. Yeah.
Yeah. Then it comes to your strategy and tactics, how you want to balance
For
this
now,
out
I
as a
won't
player.
complicate, but it's nice that we learned this tip again.
Yeah.
I just placed it in the middle now. Also one more thing that we can mention. This is like newly implemented, right? Are the fish, and you can also build the houses near lakes or sea or whatever this is, and you can fish, right?
Yes. Yes. So you can build. I think it's fisherman. Then you employ a fisherman, like worker, into your building, and he will start to catch fish. Like on this type of map, you have a lot of like green grass and fertile lands to build farms, so it's not really that important. But for example, on a swamp biome or in a desert, this will be much important to find fishing spots and build fishermen there, because on a desert, for example, like everything will be dead, but there will be this oasis somewhere on maps, and this oasis will have fish in them. So if you find the oasis, you can feed your population much faster. Yeah. And from the beginning of the game, it's best to build a lot of lumber mills. Like if you can build even 3 lumberjacks without building one single quarry, because like most of the time you only need wood from the start, so you don't even have to build like the quarry.
Is the archer still shooting at you when you're up close at him?
Yes, he's still. Yeah, and actually, if you find them, you can notice that the damage numbers they deal to you are grayed out or gray. This means that they deal reduced damage to you because you wear an armor.
What was like the most difficult thing to implement?
Definitely the AI, like the artificial intelligence for the enemies, your workers, and stuff like this. I think I used like 3 or 4 solutions for the AI, and I rewrote them completely, like each time. Like from the start, it was just all in code. It was very bad. Then I used some behavior tree system, but it was all again in the code, and it was still very bad. Like when the AI got a bit complex, so your workers, they had to eat, they had to run, they had to hide. Yeah, I just couldn't keep up. It was too much, and then I basically discovered that there is a plugin. It's called Behaviour Designer in Unity, and it's a very fine plugin. So you basically have this tree, like visual tree, and you configure the nodes, and basically how you configure them into the tasks. This is how your AI will behave. And like this was like the approach that we went with. I mean, it's still very hard, but it's far more manageable than before. And like the hardest parts are these bugs that like the AI people like say that the AI or the orc started running, or the enemy archer just fired an arrow into wrong direction. Like this is very hard to debug from our side and to test out and to reproduce because you know the AI can do a lot of stuff. And you know if the conditions are not there that we cannot, then we cannot like you know reproduce it and fix the bug. So the AI was the nightmare, and also the pathfinding. Like the pathfinding is basically it tells your units or enemies where they can move so they reach some destination, right? So this is pathfinding, and this was again very hard to implement. Yeah, so it's like the AI, the pathfinding is like one of the most complex thing in the strategy games, in RTS games.
So mostly when you mention this, you're talking about the enemies and the heroes and the workers, right?
Yes, and yes. So the undeads, yeah, and your units, the archers, the spearmen, and this the AI basically, the artificial.
What about then the part for like procedurally generated maps? Is that like a lot easier, or is it simpler, or?
It was, yeah, like this, like maybe from like the outside perspective, it feels complicated. I mean, it is, but compared to the AI, it was piece of work cake. Because we designed a very like robust but simple system to generate our map with rules, and we can script it easily. So this is basically, I would say, the easier part, the generation.
Now I realize that I actually need a query, but I can't see where the stone is now in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the icons are actually helpful, because now in the dark I can see what these are.
As you can see, this is one of the unique mechanics we have in our game, that when it's dark, it's really dark and you cannot see, so you have to use the light. You can unlock a new ability, I think.
Yeah. Pause. Oh, now we have new stuff. I have to see what that is. Harden reduces all incoming damage. That is actually good. Power strike. Strikes enemy with 40 damage.
So if you found something similar to Fireball, the Power Strike it's a damage dealing ability. Like a Bloodthirst is also good because it will heal you when you attack.
It heals you. Axemaster enters a Bloodthirst state, gaining 10 health on each attack performed. That's actually good. So you attack and you get healed.
Yeah.
I like that one, and I like the first one also. On the next attack, breaks armor of the hit target.
Yeah, so this break armor is, I would say, like a late game ability, because currently your enemies, like the undead and orcs, don't have armor, but later on there will be enemies that have armor, like there are these big orc warlords or undead bosses that have armor, so you can remove armor from them, so you and your units deal more damage to them. But currently it's not very usable.
And this one, the charge.
Yeah, and the last one is charge.
Yeah, I'm gonna
This is
go
also
with
quite
this
good.
one.
Yeah.
This one and then this one when we get more skill points. This seems to be good for now. Well, do we want to visit the orcs or not really? Maybe not, huh? Because there's too many of them.
Probably not.
Yeah, maybe later when we have more abilities, huh?
Yeah, because the camp is quite strong, so maybe focus your strength on undeads, or the undeads are like this camp. So if you use the Q ability, when you deal damage, you heal yourself, but you have to keep dealing damage.
So you're saying first attack, and then when you're already attacking, then press the Q?
Yes.
Okay.
And then keep attacking for 10 seconds.
Okay. Does it work with the deer as well?
Yes, with everything. What you can actually do, you can select a worker you want to be assigned. You can right-click on the building you want him to go work in.
Oh, really? Okay, let's try with this guy. Woodcutter, go here. Oh, see, I didn't know that also. That is
So
nice.
the cursor icon will change, you know, into this plus sign.
Because you said you started alone and it was more like a 2D, and then maybe you changed it like 2 or 3 times, right? Before you joined together with Martin. So now my question is actually, when you started collaborating then with Martin, did you almost have to start from scratch because you changed the idea at that point so much, or were you able to keep some parts of what you had?
So actually, we didn't start from scratch when I joined up with Martin. So I already had like a product in some state. Like you could already like be in a generated map. You could, you know, build buildings, defend against attacks. So this was implemented. So then we just started like improve on game design, add heroes and stuff like this. So it was already a working project when Martin started. And I think like this is the same like project that was 5 or 6 years ago when I started the 2D game, basically. So some parts are very old, but yeah, we keep it maintained quite good.
Did you actually switch to 3D when Martin joined, or a little bit before already?
A little bit before, yeah, it was already 3D and already you could build and fight as here. But of course, like the UI, like some effects and abilities just weren't there. It was just a really bare bones version of the game.
At what point did you decide that you want to make it polished and big enough to put on Steam?
Like it was 2 years ago, basically when I joined up with Martin and started to get more serious, because before that, like I was just one guy doing this as a hobby and you know just messing around and just I was doing it more as a programmer, creating game than as really creating game and putting it on Steam, right? So it wasn't anything serious enough, and I didn't think I could ever put it on Steam. And if I were to be still myself, so if I were to be still the only developer, I wouldn't be able to do it alone. Never. Like the amount of work that Martin put up for with marketing, with the Steam page, with all the you know the text and artwork, it's insane. It's just I don't think it's possible to do it alone. So like I really like give big credits to guys who can do it themselves and can release a game on Steam themselves because it's very, very hard. Yeah, and the rewards are, I would say, quite small because you would get paid more by working for a company than to, yeah, just do indie development. Yeah, and it's also big like moral support that you have some other teammates because you know that you're not alone in this and yeah you have some other pillar in your development that is there with you.
Would you also say that maybe like this prevents the project to stall for a longer period? Because maybe like when you work alone, you have maybe days when the project just stands, or like you go and do some other things because you're maybe a little bit tired of it. But once you're in the team, maybe you feel a bit more obligated and also motivated to continue quicker and more often, or not? Like, I don't know.
Yes, definitely. Basically exactly what you said. When I was working on this loan and previous projects, they either died off because the project was so big that I got bored and wanted to start something new, or for example with this project I like took like half a year break and just didn't do any game development at all. But right now, yes, basically we have and I have responsibility to finish the project. So there is like almost no chance that the project will get abandoned or not finished yet. So we are really pouring everything we have into this and making it as best as we can. With all the feedback and bug reports, it all really helps. And now we can unlock new ability, so I would suggest you unlock Charge, because this will be an interesting ability.
Which one is
This it is the last one, complete last one.
Charges at the target enemy. The charge damages the first enemy hit for 40 damage and stuns him for 2 seconds. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh no, but there's like 4 orcs. I'm not gonna try it in that camp.
Yeah, but you didn't unlock the ability.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I have to press here, yeah. Thanks, I didn't notice.
So you press it from afar and you run at the enemy.
That's why.
So you don't press it when you are already there.
Okay.
I mean, you can now attack him, but...
Yeah. I assumed because he's like a close-up guy that maybe like this. All right. I see. And now Q and E. Yeah, we finished the orc. Maybe like this? Yeah. No, it didn't work. I don't know how to use it.
No, it did work, but it damages the first enemy on the line and it will start the grave.
Oh, okay.
Up there.
Oh, maybe we should build a tavern now just to show how it looks and stuff, because in the previous round we didn't build it. Once we get up to that. And the fishing hut. These 2 things we can maybe try to show.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we will need
plank and stone.
Bowman, yeah.
And what else? Where's the... And wood and stone brick. Okay, wood we have, so planks and stones. When I was playing the demo, they had names, and I was like, oh wow, that's so cute that they have names, you know, they're not just numbers. But now I see that it says worker here. Did you change that?
No, they if you select some of them, they should have names.
So not here, but when you select them here, right?
Yes, exactly.
Arthur, Alquin, yes, Nero, yes. We can build a fishing hut already. Maybe I start with that one? Yeah?
Yeah, you can.
I'm not sure if it's in elite area. It is. It even shows fish where they are, which ones you can gather from there. Yeah. So I guess I have to assign a worker to it. And is that all that I have to do? From now on, it's again automatic?
Yes.
Tavern, we can finally build it. Oh, look what a range it has. So it means that all of these people are going to be happy in this
Very
range.
happy, yes.
Very happy.
It will change their lives forever.
This is the only thing that we have to do with the tavern, just build it and it's applied?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Q. Okay, so as soon as I press Q, this has started, and it just means that I cannot press Q until this goes around, right?
Exactly, because that's a cooldown.
Okay. So the Tailor creates cloth robes for healers or backpacks for your hero. So how does that work? Can you explain?
Yeah. So actually the backpacks were a new feature introduced like after the demo, so you cannot do this in the demo version. But new feature is that you can add backpacks to your hero and it will increase its inventory size. So you can venture into the wilderness and be able to collect more items before you need to go back and deposit them into your storage. So we just crack backpacks. I think it's 3 of them. Each one like fine backpack or poor backpack, fine backpack, and epic backpack. So 3 qualities of backpack, and like the better the backpack, the more slots it will give you. So
even though you can look around with your hero where you want to cast the spell, it should still like recognize the enemy nearby, or?
Yes, but you have to click that enemy.
Maybe I was not doing that. Maybe I was just shooting it in that direction and not clicking.
Oh, no, you have to click the enemy, exactly. You have to left click. With right click you cancel the cast.
We can build Tailor. This is where the sleeping bag is. So now we also have to build outposts so that we can show that. I think we need 2 sleeping bags. Okay. I want to use the charge correctly. Let's charge at the deer. Yeah, see? Yeah, now I know how to use it. First, like, you need the white dots and then the left click. Okay. Yeah, it's actually quite effective. For the deer, it was just one charge and he was gone.
Axemaster is actually very, very strong at single target, so he can very quickly like deal with his enemies.
Let's try this now. Q and E. Done. Yeah. And then the deer, we're gonna charge at the deer. Now that I know how to charge. Look at me going! Yeah, now I'm happier because now I know how it works.
You can see that the Axemaster is very good at like soaking damage, so he can deal with multiple enemies attacking him.
But I didn't have my spells anymore, so I was...
Yeah, it doesn't matter, he's very strong.
Is there anything else you would like to share about the whole developing of the game?
Before like I joined up with Martin, I didn't know how important it is to like work with somebody. If you guys are developing something yourself, it's very beneficial to have somebody you can share this with and who can help you, like some friend or maybe some colleague. Yeah, because it like completely changes the entire development for you. And as we mentioned, it has a lot of benefits, like you really take it more seriously, and it's much higher chance that you will finish up your project.
Yeah, and faster and more polished because each person then focuses on some things, right? You kind of divide the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also some person like you can test and balance the game more than yourself, because for example, I as a programmer, are like I am not like I cannot look at this like out of the box, but if somebody else like takes a look at it and says that that some things need to change and like this is not balanced, and he can maybe make better decisions because he is taking like a bird's eye view on the project.
Also, I just wanted to mention, look at this poor deer. This procedural generated map encapsulated him inside here.
Yeah, it doesn't favor the deer.
No, now I can do it because it's charging, so we're gonna go with these two. Oh, what? I died! No!
I think you can build the outpost now. Yeah, you can. So you can build the outpost basically anywhere on the map, and you don't need to have like lanterns and lamps there.
Let's build it here then. Outpost. Whoa, wait. Enemies are nearby, so you can't build. Okay. More in the corner. I can build more here.
Yeah, but you usually use your outpost not just like this, but to build near some resources.
Oh, okay.
So you can mine them. So for example, like iron or stuff like this. So you want to use the outpost for something you can gather. With lumber mill selected, you will only see wood. You will not see other resources. No. If you scroll a bit down,
here
below your hero, yes.
This you
you have a silver, and you can build the outpost there.
Okay. But this is now in range.
Yes.
Okay, so here?
Then you build it there. Yeah. You can build it there. But the outpost basically you can see that it has a healing area, and you can also like hire workers from it. And then, for example, you can mine the iron or the silver that is near this outpost.
How many workers can you hire? Like more than 2, right?
Yes, you 1,000. It doesn't matter. You can just hire workers for it.
No, I just meant because it's 2 sleeping bags, so I was just...
Yeah, but it's just it's just items you need, but
Yeah.
people from it.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I died now again. Yeah, so maybe we can end it then here, if that's okay also with you.
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I would like to thank you very much for allowing us to see this exclusive preview of the prologue of the Darfall. And thank you for giving us all the tips, sharing how the development went with the game, and yeah, explaining everything how the game works.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to to
Yeah,
show this exclusive preview of the new hero and features.
yeah, it was also a pleasure to play. I played probably, yeah, I don't know, like, oh my god, it's like the stream is already 4 hours, and I also played like 3 hours today already in the morning. So it's like I did a whole
It's a
work
good sign.
day.
It's a good sign actually for us, the developers. So it's very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so really thank you once again. And good luck with the game further down the road. I hope you get many wish lists and even more actual purchases. Yes, and we can keep in touch, and maybe we even do another stream. Who knows?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a bit better version. Yeah, with more features.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks everybody who was watching. Thank you for staying this long. I hope you enjoyed the stream and the game. You can wishlist it on Steam to help the developers. You can join their Discord if you want to know more about the game or share your score. You can check the devlogs that they have, the YouTube page, everything. They have so many things. Okay, then see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.